Hello, Zach Bulls here, co-owner and co-founder of Gay Man Thriving. Do you feel like gay dating is hard, gay dating is challenging, that the good guys out there seem few and far between? Well, this can create an energy of feeling scarce, like there's limited options available. And so, what happens when you do find someone that you really like, that seems to like you too? Oftentimes, the energy underneath this can cause you to feel like you have to try too hard or really try to make a great first impression, to really try to say the right things, to wear the right clothes, to do the right things to make this person like you. I work with a lot of gay men who have very big hearts, who have a lot of caring, nurturing, giving energy. And their energetic patterns typically support them to be problem solvers and loving to help other people. This can often create an imbalance. You see, when we're really good at helping other people solve their problems and really good at being there for other people, being loving, kind, generous, and supportive, we might try to use those strategies in dating and relationships. And while it's coming from a loving, heartfelt place, this is oftentimes going to set you up for a codependent, one-sided relationship. I mean, when you think about it, it seems logical to be attracted to guys that are struggling with a problem, dealing with a hardship, not quite able to fully take care of themselves in one way or another. And you, on the other hand, may be someone who really enjoys helping people and serving people and supporting people. Again, coming from a loving place. And when your energy is coming from that place, you are an energetic match for someone who might be struggling a little bit. But I want to warn you that this almost always leads to disaster in dating and relationships. Because you, as the caregiver, as the supporter, as the nurturer, as the one that's helping the other person, rise up, you're thinking, I'm going to show this person how much I can help them, what a great support I can be, what a awesome guy that I am, and you see an opportunity to create something. And what happens is that person who's receiving sees you as a generous, offering, nurturing, loving person. And if they're struggling in some way, if they have more of some selfish tendencies, then you're going to be a perfect energetic match. But you see, this match is not sustainable because as you continue giving and giving and giving, the other partner continues expecting until eventually they want more and more and more, and you're giving and giving and giving, and time just goes by because you still want to be of service, to be loving, to be nurturing, to be giving, to be kind, to be generous, but it never quite works out in your favor until eventually the relationship implodes and ends. And everyone's wondering what happened. It's because you began the relationship by overextending yourself, over-giving, over-nurturing, over-serving, over-delivering. And it's coming from an energy of lack, of feeling like you have to overcompensate so someone will like you. You have to really impress someone so someone will like you. You have to say all the right things and do all the right things for someone to like you. It's a deep insecurity. But once this is addressed and faced, and you as this nurturing, kind, generous caregiver learns how to set better boundaries for yourself, then these types of codependent relationships that get very lopsided are no longer formed. And there is a big learning curve, and it's a process because these behavioral patterns, these energetic patterns are very deeply rooted. They were learned from a very early age. When you're kind and generous, when you say the right things, when you look the right way, things go well for you. But as adults forming relationships, with that energetic pattern, you're going to attract people who need things from you and want things from you and ultimately expect things from you. And there's a learning curve when you start setting those boundaries. The people in your life that have come to expect you to always be there for them, to pick up the pieces, to drop whatever you're doing to support them, it's going to be hard for them to adjust. And it's going to be challenging for you to begin learning how to say no and to set better boundaries. But the more that you can trust in who you are and trust in your value and your worth as a human being, and recognize that your contributions to other people, to society, it's not what you can do for them, it's you being your authentic self. And the more that you can trust in your value and trust in your power as a unique individual, the more that you can trust yourself to not worry about what other people think and to really focus more on what you think, what your desires are and your preferences are, and actually begin putting yourself first with a full cup, you're able to attract people into your life who want to be around you just because they want to be around you, not because of what you can do for them, not because it's convenient for them, because you're so helpful and generous and kind. And that's the work that we do at Gay Man Thriving. It's focused on helping you really deepen your self-worth, strengthen your confidence, build up your self-value so that you know that you don't have to overcompensate for anything. You don't have to pretend in any way to be anything other than who you are. You don't have to filter yourself, because when you're coming from an energy of loving kindness, you can't do and say the wrong thing. But you've got to be loving and kind to yourself first. And that's going to require you to really make some internal shifts, to set boundaries and to really change who you are energetically, actually be able to access that part of you energetically that's already there, so that you stop seeking out and attracting people who aren't a great fit for you. Because once you learn how to raise your energy and believe in yourself and trust in yourself and recognize that you are the gift to this world, then you're not going to entertain that type of relationship where it is lopsided, where it is one-sided, where it is codependent. And instead be interdependent and be two complete individuals who are sharing themselves with each other. Because you deserve to date someone who also has their shit together. And you have to first and foremost trust and believe in that for you to make this energetic shift. This is easier said than done, and this is why we typically work with gay men over a 3-month period to really help them make these energetic shifts, because it's deeply programmed. And in my experience, until this is faced and addressed, the one-sided relationships will continue to be what you attract until you finally give up and throw in the towel and say, I'm just one of those guys that's meant to be single. But I want to tell you that does not have to be your fate. You do not have to fall into that troubling statistic of 55% of gay men over 45 who are and will remain single. You can make that change. It will require you to do things you've never done before, and it most likely will require you to get some outside guidance and support, but that is what we do here at Gay Man Thriving. And if you have any questions, if this is something that you want to break out of, if you're finding yourself attracting narcissists, attracting guys that you feel just want to use you and just need you for things, it's not bad luck. It's not anything other than your energetic pattern that is attracting these guys to you. And this isn't about shame or blame. This is about self-responsibility and understanding there is a way out of this hamster wheel, of this really troubling pattern that so many gay men get stuck in. I want you to know there is a way out. We've helped hundreds of gay men break out of this pattern and create very loving, nurturing, equal relationships, and that's what's possible. So that's what I wanted to share today. Hope this was helpful for you. Reach out if you would like to explore what getting this support could look like. I'd love to chat with you. All right, bye for now.